And we're back once again with an entirely different game, because I can never seem to be able to stay with the same game.
It's because you have problems with playing one game at a time. You have to play 7 at a time, otherwise it's not worth it.
That, and every time I turn around, something isn't working, so it makes streaming that game more difficult. Alright. I realized I have too much stuff in front of my TV, and so I actually have to play off of the preview screen.
It's a good thing this is... Well, you're gonna have problems when you're walking around the actual dungeons, but yes.
Dang it, it only gets that large. Never mind, I'm going to pretend that I can actually see the screen. So how difficult should we make this? Should we go so easy that you can sleep through the game?
I don't think there's really any point unless you just wanna say you're cool.
Yeah, let's go with normal. We're confident in playing RPGs and have way too much time to level grind.
Yeah, that's half of it.
For people who don't have enough time to level grind. For the people who are still bad at easy mode, and the game just, says like, hey, by the way.
I was gonna say for people who like visual novels.
For the people who lose the same battle over and over again, and the game finally tells you, hey, you kind of suck at this. Want to try easier than easy mode? That's how you unlock this. Let's go with normal mode.
Those will be like, what is it, Wolfenstein, where it makes fun of you for playing on the easier difficulties.
There was a boss fight that I went to. I dropped the difficulty all the way down to friendly. Just because it was impossible to beat at the level I was at. And even on friendly mode, it was absurdly difficult to beat.
You never finished this game, did you?
No, I didn't.
God damn it.
I sort of got distracted. A bunch of things came out, like... Let's see, when was I playing this?
Probably around the time Persona 5 happened.
About the time I got Persona... I think I was playing this... And... No, I don't think I had Persona 5 at that... I got Persona 5 late.
Oh yeah, and it was out whenever... it was out like May or something, 2017.
Mm-hmm. And I got it in like December. It's been a while.
Anyway, dramatic events and a bunch of shadow people are dissolving into nothing. And that guy just got taken by the fucking shadow people. Goddamn it, Dune. He's protected by the magic of Tiki. It might as well be.
Yeah. I would like to see if they make a sequel to this game. I don't know if it's sold well enough for them to even consider it.
I don't either. I think it did alright.
I would like to see a Switch port at the very least.
Yeah. Especially considering every other Wii U game was put on the Switch.
Even the ones that shouldn't have been put on the Switch and should have just died with the Wii U. Like New Super Mario Bros.
They should have just saved Star Fox Zero for the Switch.
Look at all those people that don't matter.
Well, it's this thing Persona's always done.
Mm-hmm.
Where all the background characters are just, like, shadows, effectively. Like, they're just a bunch of shaded stuff, but this game because it's supposed to be lighthearted, they're all just different colors,
Mhm.
rather than what Persona usually does, where it's just like shades of gray.
Or faceless people. Because I know 5 didn't. 5 at least just had them like faceless model or generic models.
Yeah.
But then again, that's the only one. That's the only Persona game that I've played. And now with the Vita completely out of production, I should probably get around to buying Persona 4 Golden before its price goes up stupid high.
I think it's still $20 on most places.
That reminds me, I wonder if Master Enix
If you're
guy.
willing to do some modding stuff, you could probably get Persona 3 Portable to run on the Vita.
I don't know if Blue would let me do that to his Vita though.
Yeah. Though to be fair, the Vita isn't going to be supported after now.
Well, they finally, I think it was last week, they completely shut down all production of the Vita.
Yep, they are not making any more Vitas. It's Tiki. And the bad English of one of Millennium.
I love the bad English and all in Japanese games and movies and things like that. Let's see, I think it was Steins Gate 0. They had a bit where this guy was doing his lecture in English, which was then translated into Japanese by somebody else. Oh, hey, look at this. You can totally tell what's going on my gamepad.
Yeah, that's the fun part about this game.
It's also vibrating. He pulls out his phone. Urgent topic. Aren't you two overreacting a little bit? I don't.
They called the I am thing topic. What the fuck? Anyway.
So it goes from here. The character Toma, with his red hair. Hey, Itsuki. You down to hang out in Odaiba tomorrow?
Why is he bad Batman? Why is he bad Batman?
It's not even Batman.
That's why I said bad Batman.
Have a little end of exam party. Then Itsuki's like, okay.
No way, loser.
Awesome. I'm still working as an extra until like 1. So let's meet up then. You want in on this, Tsubasa? Crying face. I wish I could, but I'm busy tomorrow.
You don't have to narrate this, we can just mostly skip this. Most of this is unimportant stuff, or just like, hey, here's supplementary plot.
Stuff is going on. He's like, sorry man, yeah, I was the one who set this whole thing up. I'm gonna turn into Batman. Whoa! Even though Jerome isn't in this game. He really should have been in this game. God damn it.
They got Thursday, that's good enough.
But Tharja isn't Batman. I saw Tsubasa say no to buy some time ago. What do you think she's doing there? You know, probably making money.
Working casually.
By dating ugly men. I mean, Going to a music thing. And sleeping her way to the top. I mean, go through hard work. High school girl with long hair.
It's the mob of shadows that you can't walk through.
No, all of these shadows, they're in my way. Token waifu character.
Token?
Who has a personality about as flat as Lucina's chest. Actually, most of the characters in this are kind of generic.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say the best way to describe this is just Persona Light.
Extra light.
A lot brighter than 4, I could tell you that much. Even 4 used a lot of color.
It's like this is like super light even compared to 5. But then again, 5 has an entire bit where somebody tries to commit suicide, and you're like, oh.
I was gonna also say just 5's color palette is black and red, as well as like just the occasional splash of color.
Well, I was thinking light as in there's like very little dark, or very little in the way of dark tones in this, comparatively speaking.
Except for when you like get to the whole, they're sucking their performa. God, that's such a god-awful name, performa. Delicious performa. I steal your ability to perform and that makes you sad or something.
Depression.
I still don't fully understand it.
They're stealing their plot convenient resource.
Let's go with that.
Or sorry, resource MacGuffin.
It's big nose.
The mighty big nose. I wish I remembered what voice I used for big nose. I bet she could be a better main character than our main character. Because his personality is the color blue.
Ever got. God, her eyes. It was just motionless. She was just staring into the fucking crowd. Look, it's Shida.
Or Kaide. How are they English? I don't know. I don't understand the English translation of some of those names.
It's supposed to be Seda because it's supposed to sound like Shida. That's how like it's pronounced in English, but I always pronounce it Kadea.
I did as well, because there wasn't a pronunciation guide.
Yeah.
And I didn't have decent internet back when I actually first played through the first Fire Emblem, and by that I mean the remake on the 3D on the DS. That was a good game. I liked it.
I had fun with that one too.
That was the first Fire Emblem that I actually beat. And it wasn't until I got to the end that I realized I accidentally had, I accidentally killed Shida like 3 chapters into the game. Good times.
You've halted an entire bloodline because of that.
Yep. Good times.
Oh, never mind. Merrick ends up with Mark's sister.
Yeah, I bet Marth just, has
which also by technicality means that Lissa and Crom could be descendants of Merrick.
なんか質問変じゃね
Technically. Well, it's also far enough down that the likeliness is also kind of high, especially given if the whole royal purity of bloodline royalty thing is also plays a part in that world of Fire Emblem, because incest was definitely a thing in medieval nobility.
Yeah. He's evil now.
I'm a bad guy. We realize that because you're ugly. I mean, that's basically
Each
what
chapter is based on how good looking they are until a certain point where they're so bad looking that they're actually a good guy.
I just think it's funny that like in Fire Emblem, mostly it's prevalent in Fire Emblem, but all of the like extremely ugly characters just happen to be the bad guys, and the not ugly characters just happen to be the good guys. And well, the ugly character.
You also got stuff like Gonzalez, who's like a barbarian, and he joins the main character.
Mm-hmm. I was just like, it's just in general the whole like the bad guys like, oh, I'm a bad guy, or I'm a bad guy, and all the ugly bad guys just happen to be like minor pawns.
Yep. Look, they stole their color.
Quick, summon Dark Magician.
I'll play you in a children's card game. Amazing. They couldn't steal blue of all the colors out there.
If you want to save the game, press the Y button. No, saving is for losers. You know what? Let's just leave her alone.
He's fine. Let's go home. This shit's fucking nuts.
You know, I kind of think it would be funny if that was an option, where you just leave and then you just get a bad ending.
That's how it would be if we were playing Nier or something good like that.
Man. We should probably do a playthrough. We should probably do Nier next. That game is so much fun.
It is a good game. I liked it.
The story is good. The music is good. Just some of this stupid. It's like, and this is a bad ending.
Well, a lot of the bad endings are just nonsense that you know you shouldn't do, or...
Well, and
like
I kept getting a bad ending because I kept accidentally leaving fight areas because I was trying to get to the fight area and took a wrong turn. And so I kept getting the, and then you left the fight, and they killed everyone, but you lived with 2A or 2B, 9S, and you know, you just went out gallivanting.
Yeah.
I think there's only one ending that I am particularly aware of. That I didn't. I mean, there's a few endings that I haven't actually gotten.
I know I only got like 10 or 11 of the endings, but I don't like bother. I don't want to bother for the rest.
No, there's one that
I'm
requires you
like,
to get max rank with all of your weapons. This is a bad like to get the bad ending, you have to get max rank with all of your weapons and defeat a certain boss. Text message.
So,
Oi, some weird shit's going down here in Daitama right now. Where are you? Is everything okay?
You gonna be the guy that just changes voices every time he talks?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Alright then.
I don't remember what voice. Mostly I did that because I couldn't remember what voice I used. I don't remember what voice I used for Itsuki. Which I think was actually you, because I didn't give him a voice.
Well, I can't exactly see what he's saying, but sure.
If I pointed at the screen, can you read it?
Maybe. Just maybe.
I don't have a camera.
That's the joke.
I think I'm still in Daitama. I went there through this weird gate, and I've ended up in some place I've never seen before. Oh crap, that's not good. You know this place.
Going from Irish to Mario. Oh no!
Good fun. I don't really get it. I can't explain what's going on, Itsuki. I need you to get out of here now, or I'll have to kill Luigi.
You mean Abel?
Whatever his name is.
Because I know you didn't do it on purpose, but he's the red horse, Kane.
Mm-hmm. I think I also killed Kane in my original run.
That's fine.
Shut
I
up,
always
phone.
like say to fucking an archer, because I could.
I did like the whole, it's like, yeah, anybody can be anything, so...
And the limit was essentially one more than the amount you have.
Mm-hmm. Give me a moment.
Do. Sitting at the elevator, doing nothing important. Look at those blue flames. There are blue fire. And there's random buildings in the background. Is that a waterfall on the right? Sweet. I love the game.
Okay. Oh no. There's a voice.
What was that?
If somebody's screaming over that way, it means we should go the opposite direction.
Let's run away from the screams. The screams are scary.
And then she is struck down by depression incarnate.
A little bit, actually. It's crumbs.
That jump cut was really weird.
What?
That jump cut was really weird.
Oh yeah, of course it is. I think it's just meant to be jarring.
I am thou. Thou art I.
A little bit, but not really. They're still separate people and consider themselves separate.
I am actually just a costume that you wear.
No, they become the swords, remember?
Yes, but because of that, he has a costume. So... I don't know. This game has some really weird stuff, but also some really cool stuff. I kind of wish there was more done with it. Also, it's weird. His hair is brown here,
But
But
it's like more shades of blue in the game. Well, it's also how like Crom's hair and now like seeing like this gray. It's not really blue.
But yes, but this is Edge Crawl.
Edge Crom. This was Crom after he figured out he wasn't gonna be in Smash for 3 years. Oh god, he's blinding me. What is that?
Rasengan!
Actually,
It's like, how did he know that would work? I don't understand.
he didn't, he just did it.
He's like, you know what? Fuck this. Bam! You know, I kind of think they missed out on having Robin in this game.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's weird they have Sheeta, but not Marth. I was like, oh, that's weird.
Well, they wanted to do like an even number from both games.
Which it makes sense, but it's still kind of weird.
He remembered he could do the Rasengan.
Let me grab your heart.
Rasengan! The fact that he does it twice in one scene is probably the best part, though.
He's like, well, and the fact there was a flashback there, he's like, It just happened.
5 seconds ago. Hey, remember when I used Rasengan against this guy? I should do it again.
I don't there's no, how do they know to chant that to do?
The Rasengan against him.
Well, the Rasengan at the very least, is like, you know, I can give him that. But there's no context for them to be like, Carnage form, transformation sequence activate.
Insert Sailor Moon transformation.
Boing.
Yeah, that's just anime though.
Yeah. I didn't realize those were ears on the top of her head. Because this is the second time that I've actually watched this cutscene.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I never. Also, I don't understand how in Persona, where it's like, oh yeah, the first Persona that you get, he's like, haha, Persona, and then does the thing. Let's see what was.
What do you mean?
Like in Persona 5, where Arson was like, boom, I'm here, and then you have a mask for some reason.
Well, that doesn't happen in any of the other games. Like, 5 is the one that did it as dramatically as they did.
Well, was it?
3 is probably far more iconic, but that's because what they did in 3 was the way you summon personas in 3 is you shoot yourself in the fucking head. And basically, what happens in 3 is one of the first party members you get is struggling trying to summon her. Because she's real nervous about summoning Persona, so she drops the gun because the shadow hits her. The main character picks up the gun and quietly, like, whispers, and then just shoots himself in the head to summon the Persona. And then 4, you kind of just have your Persona for, like, the main character, but the rest of the character go through beating their shadows to obtain their Persona.
逃がしてはくれないよな。
Go, Zio.
Go Thunder. Thundaga. Oh wait, wrong game.
Yeah, that's a very wrong game. Zio, Zionga, and Zio dying. And then the fancy name they give to the max power version of it.
教えてくれるのか。もちろん。やった。お疲れみんな。
Blob Force Crawling Darkness. Wait, are the stat increases random?
It's based off of the character.
Oh. Okay. I was just like, why did he increase magic and that was it? Or did he increase something else?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
I can hear my Wii U struggling.
It should be based on the character, though.
I think I have something wrong with my disc reader.
Oh no.
And basically it was like, just after that scene, I could hear it like shaking.
Oh god.
My name is Chrome. Google Chrome. Not Edge.
How fucking glowy his eyes are.
My question is, how does Sheeta even see?
The same way Rize sees in Persona 4.
I don't know who that character is, so, sure.
Basically, her persona kind of covers her face.
I like the, which reminds me of,
Or
was
what's
it
her name?
Avatar: The Last Airbender. They have, in the last season of the original series, they have a, let's see. Is it on or off? I can never tell. It's like, if you hit the button, is it on? Or if you hit the button, it turns off. But, in the last season, they have this bit where it's, they go to a play that's reenacting some of the stuff that they've done.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And they have this, like, super masculine person playing Toph, and it's like, I'm blind and I can't see. Well, then how can you tell things? I just yell at it very loud.
Yell really loudly. Using echolocation. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, man. I loved it. It was great.
You just have auto text on because you don't feel like pressing it every time. And yeah, you still press it just to, skip through it.
Yep.
There's a fast forward button that just skips all the text, right?
No. Maybe. I don't know, it's been so long since I've done this. This is the first time I've actually touched my gamepad since the Switch came out.
It feels wrong.
It feels like an unholy amalgamation in my hands. But it's much more comfortable to hold in my hands than the Switch, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, but that's because they imagined you holding this in your hands. And the Joy-Con aren't exactly, comfortable.
I kind of wish I could just jump.
The more I look at this, the more it reminds me of the fucking... What is it? The World That Never Was from Kingdom Hearts. Look, it's Shadow.
The Hedgehog.
Not quite.
Oops, wrong button.
X or... I think it's X.
You'll never catch me.
If you press B, the camera rotates to the direction. Whatever direction you're facing. Wrong guy?
They're basically the same.
これでここか。うわっおっと。
シーダがいてくれるから。手加減なんてしないから。
どうしよ
I keep laughing at the whole. Somebody says,
う。
the Mina Mitakure is just like everybody watch over me.
ここ
But
は
it
一
could
体
also
何
be
なの。
translating as, hey y'all, watch these.
5000円ありがとうございます。
Basically, he's saying, everyone, yeah, watch over or look at this.
Yeah, watch over me, look at things, that kind of thing. But like, I'm still laughing at it just can be translating as, hey y'all, watch this. Your weapon leveled up. You can learn skill. Is skill good?
No.
This is good.
この力受け取
She
って
gets.
翼。いいかしら。
Oh yeah, she gets the session skill.
Which allows you to do all sorts of fun, silly things.
It gets crazy later on because the sessions can go on for like 20 attacks if you do it right.
Mm-hmm. They didn't blend my Jamba Juice correctly. I've got
Time
chunks
to
at the
put it-
bottom.
Oh, that's not good. Touch. Medicine. It heals you a bit. Looks like there's people around here. Check the Crom meter.
ミラージュの気配。
It's Crom time. Ah, ha ha! Because you can't turn.
They can, that one just didn't.
いや
You're gonna fuck that up a lot, ain't you?
Yes, yes I am.
焦るな。落ち着け。一か八かぜ。
Time to run.
難しいかも。
Hold on. Think again.
落ちろ。
Don't you know what just happened?
ここか。
ついてきて。
As I look to the horizon.
Not a cloud, but the stormy weather's got you cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you. It's not quite what you foretold.
You never see it coming.
失敗しないといいね。
You'll see.
あれ
And my mind is
一体
Too
こいつら
fast
は
for
何
eyes.
なんだ。
You're done, and by the time it's hit you, your last
難しいか
surprise.
も。
技でいきましょう。
イカズチよ。ここか。
That's the best part of the song. Ooh.
Persona 5.
私に倒せるかな。
It's a good game.
Oh no, she's dying. What are we going to do? Stab it
まだ倒れな
faster.
いのか。
You need faster.
難しいかも。
I'm stabbing as hard as I can. Bad move.
俺たちは
Wasting
負けない。
GPs, most of what I mean by that.
Yeah. We leveled up, so it's not an issue.
I
Or do
forget
we?
if this is as unforgiving as Persona 4 on is.
俺の技。今の五木なら使いこなせる。
Lance, slash.
この力受け取って翼。
He gets skewer.
いいかしら。
You'll never catch me now.
Dun, 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 dun.
Should probably.
Yeah, heal or use items.
Oh wait. Oop. I thought I was gonna pull up a menu.
So, what is it? The medicine and soft drink is exact amounts all the time, and the life stone is, I think, like 20% or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So the difference between an orange berry and a citrus berry.
A little bit. Bloodstones always heal like the same percent,
Oops.
regardless of health, but medicine will always heal, I think it's like 50 or something. You need to have Iski at level 7 to do that or some shit. Not actual, like, grinding level, I mean like just perform a level 7. You're not gonna open that till like the end game is essentially what I'm saying.
Cutscene. Another text message. Urgent topic. It's Key. Are you okay? Yeah, I think I'm doing fine, boy. Where are you guys right now? I'm so alone.
Shadow Dimension. Stop talking to me, please. I'm trying to survive. I can only do so much with Crom.
He has no magic resistance.
あそこか。
He gets blown over by wind magic.
If Merrick was here, we'd be fine, but he's not. Is Merrick in this game?
No.
Unfortunate.
It's... what is it? It's... Kane, Crom, Zeta, Virion, Tharja, Drog, and Navarre?
俺に
I think that's all 7. And there's only one axe user out of all of them.
これでこの日を逃すな。
いつきくんと一緒に帰るんだ。
オッケー。
This is also not like
それで弱点を攻めろ。
シーダに襲われ
fucking
ていいよ。
Persona where
始めよう。
using a physical skill would cost you health.
自信を持て。お前なら勝てる。ああ。
I wish I knew what they were saying, but they didn't feel like spending the money to dub this.
Yeah, that was the other part that irritated me, is the fact that they talk a lot during battles, but you know, you don't hear any of the things they say. So you'll hear everything they say, but unless you know Japanese, you're not gonna understand anything. They could have at least bothered to try and subtitle some of it.
Mm-hmm. Would have been nice.
Because they talk a lot during battles.
冒険それは
You got
魔
performer.
法魔だ。
あ、あなたたちに
オーディションの司会。
It's a power that makes it look how good you are at doing things.
人間の持つ
The more
力。
performer you have, the less shit you are at doing the things that you're shitty at.
The more performer you have, the better your voice. This is slowly turning into Dark Souls.
Oops.
Like, the more that I think about it, performer is just fucking Souls. You're just gonna ignore that guy. Oh, don't forget about savage enemies. You don't see them yet, but soon you will.
I love savage enemies.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Fuck savage enemies. Except for the ones that I can slaughter.
None of them, because they're always like, they're scaled to your level.
There was one time I single-handedly destroyed them. But that's also because I started off was like, well, combo, 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 dead.
オッケー。
シーダに襲われていいわね。
Man,
まずは俺。
sure. It gets fun when you start getting to like 10s and 20s in the session, kinda.
And then you have the like super awesome sessions. Or
You have
things
like
that
the songs in between and all that.
難しいかも。この間合いならこれだな。
I reach out for the truth with all my senses. Persona 4,
難しいかも。
which again you haven't played.
落ちろ。これだな。
セッション行きます。いいわね。
Yeah.
ここは一体何なの。はーい。この調子で頑張ろう。
Every time I end up playing a game like this, I keep wanting to do things like I can do in Bravely Default. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to pause, increase my defense, and then unleash like 4 moves, one after another.
I think you got chakra drops or whatever if you want to fix Itsuki's AP.
Chakras, chakras. Everybody loves chakras. Okay. Imagine if this sword had a tipper effect on it.
Oh god. It's still the wrong guy.
It feels so weird not to have to figure out what their weaknesses like. Oh, and then all of their weaknesses are revealed.
Well, in this game, it's just after fighting them once.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
It just feels so weird.
shit, wait till you go back to like Persona 3 and 4 where you actually you can't analyze somebody on the first turn. You have to wait a moment to figure out what you've known already.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, in Persona 3 to actually like find out an enemy's weaknesses, you have to either trial and error it, or you have to analyze them and wait, I think, like 2 or 3 turns after you started analyzing to figure it out. But after you've analyzed it once, you can just go back to it whenever.
それよ。
いかずしよ。やった。
セッション行きます。いいわね。
まだ倒れないのか。
I recognize his voice from somewhere. I don't remember what it was.
Probably some anime.
クロムみたいに。やった。
Very likely.
早く倒れてください。やっ。倒せた。この調子で頑張ろう。
Level up.
今のいつきなら使いこなせる。
Oh god, I forget it's a party in this game and not just the one character. All of the stat boosting skills. That's the save point. I think it also heals you too.
いつき。やっ。近いぞ。
I don't know, you can just save whenever, never mind. What's his face? The third guy joins at level 5.
Mm-hmm.
こんな時
If you
は
want just like a good idea of where you should be at.
やった。
貫くよ。
始めよう。この一撃で。やれるのか。
It's also nice because you look behind the characters, you can see like how they feel when you do certain skills. Like if you look at Tsubasa's picture on the right there and you switch over to the other enemy.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I didn't notice that the first time playing through. What the hell is that stuff in the background?
The moving stuff or like the radio
Yeah.
lights?
The moving stuff of those monsters.
I think it's supposed to be like the crowd, but I don't know if it's people or monsters. It's hard to say.
とどろけこれだな
みんなついてきてこれで私に倒せるかな
オッケー
私のやりさばき
俺から行く勝ちだ勝ちだ
みんなありがと
I wish I had studied better in Japanese.
う受け取って翼
all
いいか
this
しら
all this crucial dialogue that's probably like, yeah, we did it, and generic things. I think it's just an item down here.
Nope, it's a locked
Oh,
door.
oh.
No! Damn you, door.
Door you won't open until like I said, the 7th or 8th dungeon or some shit. I don't remember. It's after you have all the party members.
Mirage の剣はいや
Oh.
I could also tell you where to find the rare enemies,
今生き残るこ
because
と
I
だけを
remember that. Mostly because unlike Persona, they don't just show up randomly. There's
その
like
音
fixed
でいきま
spots
しょ
for
う
them
準
to
備
get
を
to.
バッチリ準備 OK だよ
しびれろよし
みんなついてきてこれで怖いけど
They are the same
頑張る
like
しかないよね
annoying deal as they are in Persona, where you kind of need to know what they're weak to.
うわ
That's unfortunate.
間一髪
どうしよ
Let's see.
その技でいきましょうそれよ
Yeah.
う走れ内向この日を逃す
セッションいきますいいわねここは一体
Session,
何な
here
の
we go, is what that translates to.
あーよかこの調子で
Or at
頑
least
張
here
ろう
I go. Something along those lines.
Close enough. I don't think it really matters. Nobody came here for the expert Japanese translations.
今のいつきなら使いこなせ
Kashikayo, nga. Oh wait, that wrong.
You even said it wrong.
Need one more level, and then. Shine bright like a diamond.
Shining bright.
俺が力になる行くぞや
It's Fox.
Yat! Yeah! Yat!
Oh yeah.
The best taunt in Smash Brothers Ultimate is,
死にたくない
I believe it's down, Falco. Down taunt and then down taunt, down smash.
Oh yeah.
It's an amazing taunt.
それよそれよ
しびれろこの日を逃すな
ついてきてこれでうわー敵が
Zawaruto.
いいね
貫くよあれ
Uh,
始めようこれでとどめどうすれば
My
have you seen
question.
that,
俺が
that
ついて
meme anime, JoJo's?
That is what it is from. I have
Uh,
not
that's
actually
the-
watched
I
it.
haven't watched it or anything about
Blue has. Sam has.
それよ
I tried
クロム
and couldn't make it through the first episode. It was painful.
私たちの勝ちだね
まだまだ高みを目指せるはずだ
Mostly because I was just curious about it, because it got popular at some point in the last year, and a lot of people talk about it.
hmm
And like, I get like the gist of it. It's just why.
Mostly because parodies a bunch of stuff. It's not Gintama level of parody, but that in and of itself, it also is just funny, I guess.
One Punch Man or whatever, where it just made fun of all shonen stuff.
Kind of. It did it differently, but yeah, more or less.
It's the same. It's the same idea.
I think.
Hmm.
I get the memes, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I stand too.
Blue keeps trying to get me to watch it and read it or whatever because he has the entire.
Oh wow.
He at least has all the manga to it. And I was just like, maybe I'll think about it.
Hmm.
But now he lives in Colorado, and I'm like, haha, nope.
What exactly was the complication that stopped you from getting the Vita?
His girlfriend had basically they had to cut their trip to basically they're going up to Washington or something in March, and they ended up having to cut that short because his girlfriend ended up having a test like sometime during the middle of that, and so they had to cut their whole trip short, and that cut out going to Boise, which cut out me being able to meet them along the way and acquiring his Vita. I mean, we could still ship it via UPS or whatever, but I'm a cheap, lazy bastard.
I mean, I guess the alternative is just drive up there.
Mm-hmm. You know what I think would be really funny? Is if he actually turned out to be the good guy, and that we were the real villains the whole time.
It wasn't actually Crom.
It's just somebody posing as Crom.
Man, what's that guy? It's Red Horse Man.
It's my horse is a motorcycle man.
It really is. I don't know what, like, gave them that kind of idea to do that. Got it, fuck.
It's like, so, did you use the Rasengan as well? So now that we have a closer... Yeah, those are demons.
It's just for them to use their carnage forms. They just have to shoot a Rasengan or something. It's a prerequisite. There's been at least 7 Rasengans in this game.
Let's see, what's this guy weak to?
I think Zio and Lance? I don't fully remember off the top of my head though.
It is definitely not Zio.
Okay. I know he's weak to Lance skills though. He might be fire too. But I don't know.
Shida がいてくれるから。
セッションいける。この日を逃すな。
貫くよ。
俺から行く。やった。追撃追撃。 オッケーうがて聞いたぜついてきて行ってくれ
So cool.
黒の
I attained
俺がお前を
just under $1.
バッチリ合わせるからね
Death to Casper the Ghost.
やった
As hard as it may be to believe, that giant metal thing that he's holding is a sword.
怖くない怖くない
It's actually not that hard to believe.
Oh,
シードに教わっていいわね
looks more like a saw than a sword.
気合い入れろ俺
それよ
うがて俺から行くよろしくまだ敵がいるのか
準備 OK だよ
イカズチよ
And then Casper
この
dies.
日を逃すな
私から行くね
For the fourth time today.
お前
He's saying things. You better think real hard. The answer is no.
誰でしょう見つけてみろ
I wonder which one he's
嫌
in.
だけど
Boop.
逃がさないんだから
クロムの言う通りにすれば
準備よ準備よその技で行きましょうそれよその技で行き
Perspective
まし
a
ょう
bitch, ain't it?
I don't like this perspective thing.
落ちろやった
セッション行きます
If I'm right though, the game automatically makes it so you're always targeting the same opponent.
How did you know it was me? Because you were too damn obvious.
Maybe because your head is fucking gigantic as
準
hell.
備 OK だよ
Back this fool.
始めよう
Oh,
絶対決め
right.
るねやった怖くない怖くない
よし
シードに教わったからね
Nice.
始めようこれで最後だ
I also like how all the skills are announced as if they're performing like a music single.
Well, this is Fire Emblem the musical.
It is. It's just funny. 'Cause it just says like the artist name in the bottom corner.
一見落着だね
Oh, he starts at 4. I thought he started at 5.
Maybe he
Ooh,
does
leveled
on
up.
maybe he does on harder difficulties.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or just the fact that he levels up 2-5 from this fight.
It might have been that.
Tarukaja! What does it do?
Harukaja. It gives you attack up.
いいかしら
That's good. Inheritance is now
俺のとっておきだ受け取れトーマ
poison skewer.
Which is useful.
It's a lot of fun. This skewer.
Kane is Batman now.
悪のミラージュ打ち取ったりってな
So, the evil Mirage is vanquished
Fucking possessed.
by the forces of justice.
勢いに乗ったいい戦い
Motherfucker,
ぶりだ
that
った
makes
ぞ
me think so much of the goddamn Oracle from Jack and Daxter.
まだ動き
You
に
ever fit that?
I have played bits and pieces of Jack and Daxter. I didn't have a PS2 growing up, but my friend did.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't have a memory card, so we could only play, or so we played like the first 4 or 5 levels over and over again.
ああはい
But if you remember the oracles from that game, they basically have that voice.
そのはずだ。
Another power.
しかしミラージュに憑依された人間とはああも変わってしまうのか。
It takes way too much air to do.
でカイン
Yeah.
こっちはイツキと翼ちゃんな
His arms are so tiny. He's like, it's just looking. I just like I look over at Kane. He's like, without the way he's built, his arms just look way too thin.
It might just be that the armor's too big.
青い月にオリベ翼だな。君たちの名前はトーマが
But
よ
it's
く
like
聞
the
いている。
difference between the male and female armor for knights and if,
Mm-hmm.
where like the men have like the big gut and the women just have like
Itsuki.
form-fitting
お
armor.
前がイドラスフィアに入ったって分かった時はゾッとしたぜ
It's weird.
イドラスフ
Well,
ィ
and then you have Keelam, who's just like, I'm just in giant weird
ア
armor
今いるこの世界
that's
の
way
こと
too big because nobody can notice me anyway. So
ごめん
Yep.
んなことは分かってるお前はこうそれ
Very
が今
reflective.
I still
ヒ
love the
ーロー
fact
は
that
正体を隠すもの
he's on the box
特
cart,
に親しい友
box
人
art,
にはな
but an axe is
Yeah.
or the sword is covering his face.
Yep.
It's so good.
いやさ
I was actually able to convince my
カインた
DM
ちのことを
to
ミ
start
ラー
playing
ジュ
Fire Emblem.
なるほど
I gave her all 3
お前落ち着き
DS
すぎだ
games that I have.
ろなんで
Uh,
そ強いそれじゃ
And she's like, yeah, as long as you beat these before I move, I'm okay. It's like, it takes me about 30 hours or so to beat Lunatic mode, so that gives you a general idea of how long it is. I think I beat hard mode in 20 while reading the entire story.
that sounds about right. If you skip through it, it's probably around like
いや
15 or so.
As long as you don't, I mean, in hard mode you really don't need to do any level grinding.
No. There you go.
これで大玉に
In hard
登れ
mode
る
you
ね
can just basically beat the game with Robin.
Yeah. Look, it's shadows. Man, I wish stars were here right now.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
こうなったら
My waifu would
戦
save
う
me.
しか
その場を
え
Is that you? This was always one of like the carnage forms I didn't understand.
Because
Like,
isn't
why
she
did she-
Cervera? Or
No, it's Tharja.
oh, it's Tharja. Yeah, that it
Yeah.
makes more sense if it was Cervera.
Yeah, but that's also like the other part is just like the eye patch. Why the eye patch?
She's hiding her demon eye. Yes, in that form, she gains a demon eye that shoots laser beams, and she doesn't have control over it.
I was expecting you to say something stupid like fucking the Sharingan like Kakashi has.
I'm sorry, but I haven't actually watched Naruto. I've only seen bits and pieces that were used in internet memes, and I think that's
Okay,
about it.
So just like to put it simply, it's a red eye like
Yeah,
power or whatever.
I think I have an idea. It basically allows him to copy other people's ninjutsu, right? Or is that something else? Or is that
It basically like slows down. It speeds up perception, so he could copy the signs they're making.
どうしようなんだか
He's
頭
like,
が
haha,
ドキドキしてきた
here's my ninjutsu, and just starts flipping people off.
あの人
So I was reading a
サインから
manga
離れて
recently that
とにかく
showed exactly how the very revealing armor actually protects you. The revealing armor actually has an enchantment on it that effectively covers you in a small barrier. And I was like, oh, so that's how the Avatar unit in Three Houses is going to work.
なんかいろいろあったけど
There was also the
ちゃん
other
と戻
like
ってくれ
somebody
て
made
よか
just
った
a quick comic about it
ま
saying
った
like
くだよ。はあ
about like Camilla and the fact that she just has her entire like upper chest exposed.
Arrows. I mean, that would make
It would
sense.
just pop.
終わったよ
But yeah, and her excuse was if she leans in close, you wouldn't be able to touch her.
ええ、最後はキリアさんに助けられましたけど。
She reminds me of it's just like, and then suddenly is here, and wears relatively revealing clothing of the detective lady from Digimon, Cyber Sleuth.
Oh,
この二人は
I know her name. I just can't think of it.
Starts with a K.
I know it does. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
青井いつきです。マイカさん。
マス因果なものね
Nah, I'm not gonna remember it.
I really liked her character. I wish they did more with her
え
in that series.
私今回
I mean, other than like the Deus Ex Machina at the very end.
ええこけら落とし少子
何人もの観客や
It turns out she wasn't really herself the entire
ミラー
time.
ジュの仕業私た
It's
ち
like,
もまだ
ah, you were
彼らの
expecting
正体を
me,
つかめて
but it
ない
was
わ
actually me, Dio.
ただ
It's just
彼らはミラージュ
さっき
察しがいいわね協力者となったミラ私たちはけど
Let's see. It's not Kimishima. Kawa, is it
翼
Kawashima?
not Kawakami, that's Persona 5.
私に
え
うまくできるかはなるほどあなた
God damn it, I know her name too.
私たちはあなた
I
の
just
こと
can't think
を
of
もっ
it.
ともこんな形で翼ちゃんに関わることになるとは思って
I
も
would
み
say
なか
we
った
should
け
go
ど
play through Cyber Sleuth next, but I'm not touching Cyber Sleuth again. Not
こけら落とし
not
消
after
費事件で
100%ing that
オリ
game.
ベ
I was
綾
like,
葉は
nope,
公園を
fuck
見に
that.
来ていた
I'm not
翼ちゃ
playing.
ん
I'm
の
not
目の
touching
前
this
で
game
消えて
again.
しまった
It's like it's the best Digimon game I've played, but goddamn,
はい
I spent way too long trying to 100% that game
Why? Why did you 100% it?
because I thought I could, and I didn't think it would be that difficult. And then I got to I got to a point where it's like I am 100%ing this. I have already put way too much time into it. And that was I'd gotten all but like 5 of the medals
ミラージュマス
that I needed,
もし
and that was the last trophy.
Uh,
わかったわ
Then I found out that the only way to get one of those 5 medals was effectively to restart because RNGesus hates you. You restart it. You restart so that the areas that you get random missions for are less. So that mission has a higher likeliness of spawning.
oh, okay.
And it was goddamn Black Agumon. I was like, fuck you, stupid piece of shit. Goddamn Bandai making it DLC. I was like, god damn it.
Yeah, that would suck.
It wasn't even, actually it wasn't even DLC, it was pre-order bonus.
Yes, and you never got that pre-order bonus.
Because I didn't even know about the game until too
like
late.
a month after I told you about it or something.
Mm-hmm. And then I didn't get it until way later.
Yeah.
わかる
It was a good game though.
ありがとう
Hacker's Memories was also good.
これから
That ending made me cry.
Oh,
いつきくん
and then there's, what is it, Digimon Survive that's happening this year or something like that?
Is it this year? I thought it was next. But
Is
yeah.
it next year? I don't remember. I remember they announced it at some point last
そん
year.
なことないよ
It was announced.
頼りにして
I'm
るよ
looking forward to it.
仲いいわね
I hope it's good.
どーまくん
I do too.
But I'm also a sucker for all things Digimon.
秘密組織
Look,
Yeah,
I sat through and watched Digimon Season 6 and 7 from start to finish. When
Aren't
6
those
and
not
7
great?
are hands down the worst Digimon seasons in existence. Though 7's much better than 6 was.
No,
6
those-
single
Aren't those bad?
Digimon Season 6 single-handedly almost single-handedly killed Digimon here in the West.
6 was fusions or whatever the hell it was. Cross Wars, whatever.
Yeah,
the
Cross
Japanese
Wars was the
name.
Japanese one.
アジトにな
I think Fusions is what they called it here in the States. I don't know. It was
Yeah,
weird.
It was something like that.
It did so poorly. Well,
The one
not
with,
just here.
Shoutmon, that's his name.
Yeah, Shoutmon. It did
Yeah, that's-
so
that's-
poorly just everywhere that it actually almost killed Digimon.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's how far I am. I don't remember why I made 2 save datas, but you know. That's about it. I
Probably
got
because I
28
took
hours
your-
in.
Probably because I told you to rotate your saves at some point.
I think I was making a decision, and then I realized the decision didn't matter.
Yeah. It's not as bad as it is in Persona, where you kind of commit to whatever the hell you're doing. It's the studio.
The studio! My question is, why do people have... Why does she put up like 5 of the exact same posters?
That's a good question, but I know for game reasons, it's because it's supposed to be whatever the hot new stuff is happening, as well as like just them showing off other things.
ここが
I know, but it's like, why are you putting up multiple of the same poster?
アジトって見たい
Seems
と
so
は
weird
I
to
know.
me.
Again, it's just like it makes sense programming wise.
Oh yeah.
It's probably based off of like the recent events or whatever in the game.
さすが翼じゃん
But in like actual real life sense, there was no reason for her to have all 5 of
お
them
も
up.
それが俺で
Maybe 2,
そう
but not all 5.
そう
I don't know, is there 5 or is it
こ
4?
こにはい
I
It's
just said
5.
5 because I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good number.
それこそ分
It
刻
looked
みの
like 5. Though I wasn't really like looking at it intently.
翼じゃん何してる
Also, I don't think any... I
どうそうだ
don't think this would like
会って
any
ほし
sort
い
of
人
idle sort of
Uh.
place would have
あ
something
のド
like
アの
this.
向こうにな
What, like an office or?
Well, like an
ああ
office like
翼ちゃん
this.
もいつまでもトリップしてねえで
Yeah, this is very like a lounge, kind of, more than an office. Yep, it's 5. You can buy stuff.
Now my question is, why do I have to buy drinks from a vending machine that's in my office? This guy is 16 and he's running around with over $100 on him.
You should see how ludicrous it gets in Persona.
Well, yeah.
Where you're just carrying like fucking 500,000 yen like it's nothing.
I was like, I think before I did my second playthrough, I had almost capped out money.
I'm like a third of the way through Persona 3 and I already have 200,000 yen.
Just like, yeah, I have a lot of money.
Well, it's even funnier because in Persona 3 your parents are dead.
Which
So
kind of
it's
makes...
like it's presumed that you made all that money yourself somehow.
I was like, oh yeah, Life insurance policy. Yeah, that's totally why I have this much money.
It's just fucking Lex Luthor.
I totally didn't have my parents killed. Also, if you look at the posters, like, you've got 2 sets of all of these magazines. Why?
Yeah, why not?
Well, except for that top row. I don't know if they goofed, or that one side is different, but they've got multiple sets of the exact same design. I don't understand.
Yeah, they got a pair in there. The shelf's got CDs. And now we're entering anime world.
Oh no! Where we will be greeted. It's like, I swear FBI, it's not my fault.
He's an idol. It's okay.
She's a computer program. She doesn't age.
She doesn't feel.
She's also a 3,000-year-old dragon. So I think I'm okay. And then they arrest her.
この空間
But anywho, adult Tiki is best Tiki. Though I would say Fire Emblem Heroes Tiki is most powerful Tiki.
Which
Problem.
one?
Or not Fire Emblem Heroes, Warriors.
Oh.
Just chain combo as a dragon, and nothing can hurt you. You know, I think that's technically already a term, the Udaloids.
Yeah, that's the thing. What is it, Hatsune Miku or whatever?
Well, that's Vocaloid. I think.
Close enough.
Where's the
It's
Utaloid?
the same premise.
Oops. Helps if I'm not trying to search Digimon and. That's how they. That's how they did it. So it is a so they have Udaloid, and then they have Utaoloid. Utaoloid is basically the free version of Vocaloid.
Okay.
That
But the Japanese lady from Cyrus was Kurami. Kurami. Japanese that name. Kurumi. I don't know.
I knew it started with a K. I was like, K person. It's a good game. I highly recommend. Shit! I let her call me Onishi because I wasn't paying attention.
Make it sound like you fucked up.
It's like, Tiki, you're older than me, and then I'm murdered.
I'm just thinking of like the idea of like Tiki at 800 is like 8 feet tall or some shit now.
This isn't even my final form.
Fucking, and then in Awakening she's something like 14 feet tall. It's just...
私はねえねえおにパフォーマが集まるミラキカルネージユニティ
English.
新しいユニティ忘れずにチェックしてね
It's just like the English is just so jarring.
I understood those words.
Japanese. Carnage Unity. What does that mean?
Well, it clearly means the unification of Carnage.
これでいいかな
Okay. Okay, okay.
Okay.
行くよ
クロム俺に
Come on,
力を
Trips.
貸してくれ
Move out. Okay.
今
Would you like to equip the sword that we just made? Yes.
Always.
Do it.
I think it's L and R, and you can switch to the other characters. Though I don't think, yeah. You need enemies from the new area to get the higher ones.
Mm-hmm.
Then eventually you get Master Seals, which lets you promote.
このカルネージはもう持ってるよ次パフォーマが集ま私にできることは
頼りに
You know what
し
I
て
think this game really is missing?
よかった
A rhythm mini game. I mean, it makes sense,
Yeah, it would have made sense.
but I think that also sounds like way too much effort for this game.
It does. God, I forget that not only is the shop the Kehoe Mart, but Anna's the one who runs it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just like a hardcore double brand crossover.
マイコさん話が
Because Jack Frost is the mascot of
私も
like the entire Persona series for some reason. Or just like Shin Megami Tensei in general.
Mm-hmm. Delicious.
More juice.
No, I don't want. Let me go. She's after my sexy blue hair and my
No,
jacket.
my favorite part is he's completely fucking oblivious to every advance that she makes. Because I remember one scene where she's like, would you like a private session with me? He's like, yeah, I'd love a private session. You have so much experience I could learn from.
ヤッホーマイコさん
She's after my personality,
まあまあそれより
which is the color blue.
ですせ
慣れろ翼ちゃん事件のことは
残念翼ちゃんはうちのジムやりますちなみうん
それ
ミラージュエンターテインそもそもゲームエン
The
ジ
new
ン
Pokemon game looks pretty good.
え
It
え
looks
Yeah.
だから
interesting.
歌
I'm not
演技
personally
楽器
thrilled
演奏
about what the
芸術
starters look like
芸
currently.
能に関わる技術を磨けば
I
神
think the
おろ
grass
し
on the water type look cool.
ミラージュの
The
力を
fire
使
type
う
is
技
just
術
the
が
fire
高
type.
まるってわけ
Yeah.
It is as interesting as the other two.
私たま初レッ
It'd
ス
be
ン
kind
頑
of
張
cool
って
if
きてね
Groki ends up turning into like a gorilla.
いつき
Yeah, that'd be cool.
なんで
Just like a rugby player gorilla.
明日渋谷のレッスン場に行ってからのお
Oh,
楽
dude,
し
that'd
み
be sweet.
フルコそれじゃ
There's a bunch of the theorizing that I've watched on the interwebs because I've got no life. Can I go now? Yes.
Yes. I guess if they were going with sports themes for like the main,
Well,
for
because
the
it kind of
starters
makes
or
sense.
whatever.
Score
Yeah,
Bunny, which
yeah.
is a terrible name, which everybody
wouldn't be
agrees on.
like he would play football, the
Yeah,
other would play rugby, and the third one would be like water polo or something.
yeah, that's what most of the people. The one guy that was just like, yeah, it's very prevalent, or it could all just be different aspects of the UK.
Yeah.
Have
We'll find out when we get
Scoble.
there.
Be like some sort of actor sort of person.
Yeah, Sobel. Sobel.
Like
English is-
I know I only know Score Bunny because I hate the name.
Was it Groki?
Yeah, and then Groki because
Groki.
apparently nobody likes Groki.
Why not? He's cool.
It's
Okay on the
just,
grass, right?
just in general, most of the polls, Groki has been losing significantly
Aw.
compared to the other two.
I like
Also, apparently in Spain, they did a in a news article they goofed and is like, Pokemon Shield, Sword, and Gun, because Pokemon Gun has been a reoccurring joke.
That's funny.
Oh, we got a text message. Why would somebody type that many A's? I don't understand.
You made it sound like fucking George of the Jungle or some shit.
I love George of the Jungle. I even like the second movie. But I think that's only because they, at the very beginning, they explicitly make a joke that the actor is replacing the previous actor because the first actor wasn't going to, wanted too much money and they couldn't. It's like, well, I'm here. It's like, I'm replacing this actor because the directors couldn't pay them nearly enough, and it was fun. I mean, the second movie was god awful, but it was still. It was still all sorts of fun. It's been so long since I've watched those. I think I'm gonna go do that again. The issue is I'd have to figure out where to watch it because I don't think it ever got a DVD release.
That's a good point.
It came out during VHS days.
There's places in Shibuya. Go buy things.
Oh. Text message from Tiki. What do you want, Tiki? Shut the fuck up.
Probably heard talking about Carnage and saying, hey, I'll let you know whenever they're available.
It's like, did I surprise you? I apparently have a cell phone. I can text message you. And I'm like, shit.
I'm electronic, so I can be inside your phone. The mart's across the street, I think. The other
There's
side.
the lesson studio. I think that's where we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
But we're not going to go there.
There's also the cafe right there, as well as some other stuff, I think.
Running around Shibuya reminds me of, crap, what's the name of the game? Give me a second, pulling it up on Steam. I have it in my library. It's an amazing game. It's like Oculus Trip. It's a good game.
Okay.
It's a game that you can't play on Steam because the point of it is to strip people naked.
Alright then.
So, premise of the game is actually you get turned into a vampire, but apparently you don't burn up in the sun because your clothes.
Sure. Yeah, because, you know, our face is completely protected by a clothes.
It's like because of the way that you're a vampire, your clothes like prevent you from truly like dying in the sun. And what you have to, you go around beating people up on the streets and ripping all their clothes off to reveal them to also being the vampire people and killing them with sun rays.
Alright then. But here's Anna. If you didn't tell by this point, you put her finger on her chin and did the pose.
Anna is the best Robin sexual.
I guess.
Actually, I take that back. No, she isn't. She's actually kind of a boring character in general, and I was like, oh neat, you get Robin on your team, or you get Anna on your team, and she can apparently only marry Robin. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess. What does Curry do? Revives a person. We're gonna need some of that.
お買い上げかしら。
Uh,
毎度あり。
by 7 of them?
Yes. What does Oolong do? Cures poison? Don't give a shit about poison. My party can die.
I'll just bring him back.
Melmar thingamajigs.
Save the Melmarks for later because the time the Dark Anna shows up is when you want to use them. Because you could get hidden prizes that aren't on the list, like Master Seals and other stuff you can't normally get outside of it.
I also don't have the DLC that allows you to... There's like the level grinding areas in the beach episode.
Yeah.
I thought about getting it, but I was like, you know, I already spend way too much money on things.
You spent it on 7 revives.
Yes. I also recently spent $140 on Final Fantasy XIV. But that's only because, well, I bought the complete edition and the expansion that comes out in June. That was $106. But I accidentally bought the complete edition for the Mac.
Oh.
And guess who doesn't do refunds?
Squeenix.
Squeenix. Oh, guess who doesn't have a customer service department, apparently, that would allow me to facilitate doing a refund.
Wow, that's really stupid.
Yep. And then I bought the complete edition on the Steam, and it doesn't allow me to link my account that wasn't on Steam with my Steam account, and so I had to start over. Luckily, my friend gifted me the Steam version of the new expansion, so it's not too big of a deal now, but it's still just like, this sucks so much. I mean, it took Steam, because when I realized my issue that it wasn't compatible, I tried to have Steam issue me a refund. Took them 6 days to respond to me. And their response was, go talk to Squeenix. And I'm like, oh, fuck you.
By the way, we have Barry over here, probably the best character in the entire fucking game. Whose hair does not match his beard for some reason.
I mean, he could easily have been bleaching his...
Barry Goodman!
Gotta meet Barry!
はいバリーさん
知ってる人？
何年か前にいろいろなでも
Fred not Tsubasa. You are looking at him. He's going to be Russian.
何キロ太っ
Why? He's American.
Exactly.
気にしないでください。
Worry not.
私がファットマンになったのは事実
The little lady's got a point. very good man, just a merry fat man now. But all in pass. Russian Gregor isn't the best Gregor. It's like, I don't care that people hated the fact that they made him Russian. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, it's just stupid. Because he has no real reason to be Russian.
He just is. It's like, yep, we decided to make him Russian because, you know, we just can.
Oh man, I don't remember when my favorite line from him is in this game. I know who he's talking to when he says it, but I don't remember when it happened. And it's just the best fucking line in the entire game because of just how stupid. I don't need advice from a 3D girl with a 2D chest. It's easily the best fucking line in the game.
I don't know if we've shared on stream the amazing thing about the real reason why Camilla has such giant boobs.
No, I don't think we've spoken about that, but still.
They're actually, it's like, Camilla's boobs are actually just parasites that Lucina planted there.
It's just slowly feeding off the rest of her body fat and just sucking it in. And I eventually added once Lucina gets it back, she just ends up 50 feet tall, still flat chested.
I have gained all of this power. Why is my chest now concave inwards? Like, I don't think it's supposed to do that.
I don't think it's supposed to work this way. I took their chest, right? Not their height. It's just... They're just all, like, the girls is just fucking shriveled up and just flat. The fucking piece of paper like those old smoking commercials where the kids would just flatten out.
It's almost painful to watch. Just the level of density of the main character.
Well, he figures it out at the end of the game, if I remember right. But anytime anybody else makes an advance at him, he's just like, what? Or you could just say everything wrong, and it'll just be like, you know, he's not really meaning it.
Mm-hmm. I completely forgot the gamepad has a stylus. I was just like, you know, looking, it's like, oh, what's that? Oh, hey, look, a stylus.
Yeah, it's almost as if it was meant to be used.
And then proceeded to never be used.
Yeah, kind of.
There's only a few games that actually use it, and then even then, I'd never use the stylus. I was like, I can just use my finger, it's easier.
Yep. Oh my god, why? Oh god. No. Don't do this to me. Why does he look like that?
Why does he look like what?
They showed off the Sonic for the movie, the live action movie.
Oh, they finally actually gave us an image of it?
Yes. Why does he look like that?
Ah! 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 Ah!
shit.
Ah, my eyes. It burns. It is horrific. Now let's go see what Twitter has to say about it.
I'm probably just ripping on it. But you know,
Cursed
that's
image
just
of
what Twitter
apparently
does.
Sonic the Hedgehog, designed for the live-action movie. I've got to get that off my screen. It's gonna give me nightmares. That was bad.
I told you. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god.
I never want to see that again.
Alright, now that we're done freaking out over Sonic and how he looks god-awful in this movie, let's resume.
Okay. I hope that movie flops. I hope that movie flops horribly.
Now you have the casual clothes.
On the day of the concert, everything bad happens, and nothing happens. At all. The end.
Is this where Kiria performs? I think it is.
We got more text messages. Stop it.
From Toma and other people.
By the way, have you scrolled through the topic screen? I don't give a shit about the topic screen. The wonders of
Well,
technology.
You can just ignore it for the most part. You don't really need to do it unless it tells you to do it.
Need to go...
I think we're just supposed to go across the street in front of the 106 or whatever. Because it suddenly becomes nighttime or some shit, if I remember right.
And suddenly darkness.
And this is where the good music kicks in. Because this game actually does have good music stuff.
それキリアさんこんなは
And if I put this on YouTube, it'll probably end up having to be cut out.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Master
I don't know.
Enix has the whole... does a whole bit.
I don't know. This is also really, like, well animated because it's also a 3D model and not, like, 2D animation.
Yeah, it's really well done. A lot of effort went into this, sadly.
A lot of it sounds good, too. I'm also glad that I bought the special edition so I could just listen to the music anytime I want.
Yeah. I listened to the Fire Brum bit on YouTube all the time from Master Enix. Because he does the Fire Emblem W2F.
I would say, like, of all, like, the music stuff they did in this, I think Black Rain is probably my favorite. That's the one performed by the rival company guy.
Let's see.
Wow, she's cool.
Learn the alphabet backwards with Fire Emblem. I now need
Why?
to watch this. Because he is There's a high tier meme lore.
キリアさんは歌うだけでステージに立つだけでたくさんの人にパワーをあげられるの。
So she's basically reverse Goku.
Oh man.
翼
I wonder how long people are going to keep bringing up the one-time Goku just like read Krillin's mind
ステージの上で
until like
翼
Toriyama and all them actually do something about it.
私決めたい。
この前
He's just like reading your mind,
私はアイドルに向いて
and
な
then
い
it
と
never
言った
like
こと。
it never happens again. Just that one time.
Yeah, just the one time the entire Frieza saga, Goku just walked up to Krillin and was just like, "What happened?" And he's like, "I understand now." Just goes away.
なれるさ応援するよ
いつきくんの応援があれば
But then
Biggest
again,
point-
Tor-
he fucking mind melts with Krillin for like a second.
Toriyama has also been known to just like do random crap and then completely forget about it. Oh no, she's digivolving.
I don't think that's what digivolving looks like.
It does in season 4.
I guess it does, doesn't it? Like where they just like lose all their clothes and they're naked for like a good moment.
They're all naked and then they turn into Digimon.
Yeah. That was the coolest yet weirdest season of Digimon ever.
翼ちゃん
Yeah. I personally really like the third season. I mean,
That was a good
hands down, the first season of Digimon is by far the best in my personal and expert opinion. But the third season of Digimon was directed by the person who did
キリアがこのライブを通して伝えたかったもの、それはきっと今あなたが感じている
Serial
ものよ。
Experiment Lane or something like that.
そしてあなたは
It's
多分
it's a psychological horror, and
Alright.
it is very apparent in season 3 that he was the one that he did that because that ending
さあ
is
このまま次の
pretty
八代
fucked
君
up.
よ
Yeah, yeah it is.
It's just like, yeah, this is the last. This is like the ending arc. Yeah,
Fucking giant blob in the middle of the city. And that's as like as least spoilery as I could get, I guess.
for what, the third season of Digimon?
Yeah.
I mean, if they haven't seen it by now, then
It's a little late, but eh.
it's like it came out what 14 years ago.
Something like that. I don't remember. Maybe 15 or 16 in Japan.
'Cause I know the original season of Digimon started airing in I think 2000. Maybe it was 99.
I want to say I know the movie happened first, and that was what 98 or 99.
なんなのあ
No,
れ
the movie happened afterwards.
ミラージュの
Did it happen afterwards? I thought it happened first.
No, the Digimon movie came out before, or came out afterwards.
Huh.
But it had the whole like, "We're the kids of America, wow!" thing. But
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
was
but
that.
they're all in Japan. It was weird.
Well, the same reason why they called it a goddamn jelly donut when it was just a rice cake.
逃がさないと言っているでしょ
I
Yes.
said you won't escape.
Yes,
Oh my God.
but we will soon have realized that Brock's best lines are his eyes.
Yes.
His second best line is, "I'll turn this frying pan into a drying pan." It's just like,
Yeah.
I bet the writer who she's like, "Oh yeah, this is what this translates to," and there's like, I'm gonna make a joke here, and I bet he was in stitches for weeks, just
Oh, of
laughing
course.
from that. He's like, you know what? I'm going to force this guy to read this, and it's
Didn't
going to be
Brock
beautiful.
Didn't Brock end up with the rock woman from Sun and Moon? Like he actually like went out with her or something?
No,
No?
I don't
I thought he went out with her
I don't
at
know.
some point.
He might have.
I didn't see any of the Pokemon anime.
All I know
Right.
in Sun and Moon is that Brock and Misty came back and showed that Mega Evolution still beats the shit out of Z moves.
Yeah.
He's like, Mega Steelix, cause fuck you, that's why.
But at the same time, you also have fucking Mega Rayquaza who can just goddamn Mega Evolve and use the Z move.
Except he can't.
Oh, he can't?
Yeah, if you choose, you can choose to do one or the other.
Oh, okay. Still. Also, what is it about being possessed by, like, monsters and shit causes you to lose most of your clothing?
I think hentai has an explanation for that.
ごめんなさい。私のせいで。
くそ、ひどい。
おいなさ何かが。
He's hurt pretty bad, despite no physical wounds or anything showing up on her body.
5年
It got her right to the Kokoro, man.
だけど。今だったら。
キリアさん。
はや。
It was all according to
All the
Keikaku.
ink is somehow underneath her clothing.
キリアのことは任せてみんな。
まあ、俺
I guess we'll have to examine.
大丈夫だ、翼。俺たちがついてる。
We'll have to rip all your clothes off to make sure you're not hurt. It's all the stupid reasons that porn comes up with.
Reading through iFunny, and one of the new memes is like, my son plays Minecraft next to me while I play Apex. Whenever I win, I unmute my mic and get my son to say, "Good job, guys." I find it hilarious that they think this tiny kid got a bunch of kills and helped them win.
Yep.
That does sound. I would do something like that. Well, I better leave them all here to die, because I don't give a shit about them.
Fuck everybody.
While everybody's really drowsy, go and rob all of the stores. This is Grand Theft Auto.
I don't think they qualify as drowsy, but sure.
While everyone experiences a midlife crisis.
I don't think that's how that works, but sure.
いらっしゃい。で、いや。
The jewelry is where you buy accessories, but a lot of it's expensive as fuck for some reason.
Oh, because it's jewelry. Well, I guess I'm gone. Let's see. I don't remember what I actually need to do.
The entrance is up, like on your right.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. After her. I also like how that entrance stays there after all this is cleared up.
What
And
if just
people
somebody
just,
just
like-
walks into it?
Yeah, it's also like, you know, you're not worried that anybody's gonna wander by it and notice and be like, what the fuck is this thing? Or like, you know, just say, like, what? But you know, people aren't just gonna stare at it and call like the cops and report it or some shit.
Maybe it's like Velvet Room entrance. Normal people can't see it.
It's not even that. The Velvet Room's only seen by the person who it's called to. To everybody else, whoever's in the Velvet Room looks like they're just kind of just zoning out.
It's like, yeah, you just sort of zoned out. Actually, I'm kind of curious as to if somebody's like went up and started drawing on your face while you're in the Velvet Room. If it would show up in the Velvet Room.
Maybe? I don't know. I don't think anything like that ever happens though. Though it might also be that the Velvet Room exists in like separate space time. So that while you're in it, you're not actually participating in reality. You could change his outfit from the Lord form to casual or the regular clothes. Same with the other two. If you don't like seeing them in the fancy, noble outfits, or the sexy, revealing outfits in most of the women's cases.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave it to just like the main character's like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk around in my regular clothes. Oops, shit, wrong button. I keep using that, getting used to, I'm so used to that being like light hit.
What have you been playing that has a light hit?
I've been playing a lot of Warriors.
Oh. Alright.
Or at least that's the last time that I used this gamepad, I was playing Warriors.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, yeah, boom.
He just slides in his casual outfit. Now you gotta fill up the SP gauge and use special stuff.
Oh, soだね.
難しいかも。一か八かで難しいかも。
それよ。
ちぎれろ。ここか。
セッション行きます。これで。
こいつ初めて見るぜ。やってみねえとわからねえな。やってみねえとわからねえ。くらえ。どうよ、毒に侵される気分は。クロム、俺に力を貸してくれ。おう。難しいかも。
Laser beam attack.
The SP skill is always session, regardless of who uses it.
そい。よし。
私から行くね。いいわね。
勝てるか。カインと訓練したんだぜ。
なんか初めて見るのがいるよ。私のやりさばきいいわね。みんなで掴んだ勝利だね。
Oh yeah, the backgrounds also change depending on where you're fighting.
Nice.
You got more Zero.
Zeo plus one.
I think it's more attack power than eventually I think the EP cost goes down. In other words, no one to back the fuck off. Don't push it. Don't rush either, because you get fucked up if you rush.
I've installed a new topic. It is called Unity Note. If you can do a Unity, you can do the thing.
Yeah.
It's ready for
I think you got the performer you need to make either Tsubasa's or...
It was
Homer's?
yeah, Tsubasa's.
Task force.
近いぞ
You were ready for that fool.
I was like, ha!
It's like, the second he showed up, he just got cut.
失敗しないといいな
Yes, that's a Myrmidon, by the way.
Mhm.
失敗しないといいな
It looks too big and too armored to be a Myrmidon.
俺から決まった初めて見るやつだ慎重に行こう
それよ
一か八かで
Please.
バッチリ合わせるからね
クロム直伝この日を逃す
ついてきて
Take that, silly clown.
こいつ初めて見るぜセッションいける食らえじゃっくりだ俺から任せた
絶対決めるね決まったどんどん行くからね
それで弱点を攻めろ
逃がさないんだから
俺からこれでとどめ
See, you need confidence. There's some promos that you need to have like higher number of combos from a session to get, right?
I think the longer the sessions are, the better rewards you tend to get.
Makes sense.
それよ
針の刃よよし
セッション
You also get more if you go into an overkill
みん
session,
な大丈夫か
where the enemy's dead but the session still goes.
It's like, stop it! He's already dead! He's already dead!
Yeah, pretty much. Then it eventually gets to a point where you're trying to figure out how to min-max your sessions with all the different session skills you get.
Mm-hmm. And then eventually you get the ability to do sessions with the people that are...
And no, the
Yeah.
people that are in the back always join in the sessions. This is some real like Alice in Wonderland shit going on here, by the way.
And they don't even explain it. They're just like, yep, it just
This
is.
is just you know, ignore this giant dress and just walk through it like it's nothing.
Let's see, we need that one.
Third one. Yeah. So you haven't played Persona Q either, right? There was a box back there.
I have not. That is correct.
But the first Persona Q was a bunch of book references to like fairy tales and whatnot. Like, you know, there's Alice in Wonderland and a couple of other fun stuff in there.
敵の気配は消えたようだ
And it's just like a crossover story between 3 and 4 with characters.
Mm-hmm. Isn't there like a large variety of romance options or something that you can do with it?
I don't know, but I don't think there is. But you know, they do make tongue-in-cheek references.
Ah,
So
damn
to
it.
avoid those guys, you smack them once and then immediately move left or right.
初めて見るやつだ
Out of like,
慎重に行こう
when you smack them, they just dash straight for you. You can escape now if you really don't think you want to fight these guys.
They will probably mess me up.
You can always win these fights, it's just really hard.
No, I was figuring that it's like, you know, it'd be easier if I had an entire bar of SP.
Well, there's that too. You do have one, but, you know,
Well, yeah, but an entire, like, all gajillion of them.
you have all 3 or 2, however many you're supposed to hold.
I think it looks like 3.
回り込まれた
Oh, well. Yeah, just try and run.
Nope, we can fuck out of there.
Mirage の気配
Still there?
No, I think it's gone.
Uh-oh.
That is a bead. I keep reading that as bread. It's all sorts of fun.
Feeling. I am now here.
It's probably my internet.
I think we got, like, internet.
Yep.
Oh well. At least you made it out alive.
I was like, haha. I was trying to see if I could continually parry against it. I failed.
Jeez, did it happen again?
No, it's not
Oh,
here.
no.
Just a normal one.
先制取った
Ooh, that's real robot-y on my end.
Como moribato, Mr. Roboto, como.
Of course, the second you start that, it's not robotic anymore. Perfectly clear now. Jesus.
落ち着いていこ
I also forget how easy Persona 3 is compared to 4 and 5. Because unlike 4 and 5 in Persona 3, you could go back to the dungeon entrance and you could just pay money to heal.
う切るこの日を逃す
Yeah, that makes running through the dungeon a little bit easier.
なおっと
And you could run through all the floors you need to in one night. Then you kind of just don't have to worry about it until the next set of floors are open.
決めてみせるよ
強いぞこいつらよっセー
I don't think that's how you use a spear.
フうんありがとう
Listen, man. It's a knife stick. Not quite a
その
spear.
技でいきましょう
そいこれだな
The stick with the knife attached to the end of it.
I believe that is called a, shit, what's it called?
Naginata or whatever.
Yeah,
Japanese
what
word for it is.
I knew it started with an N, but I was like,
セー
I was gonna call it a Nagitama, but I was like, no, that's not it. That
Nagitama.
it's like, I know that's wrong.
Naginatama.
Stage rank up. Rank 1. My soul. Itsuki's soul as an entertainer has achieved a new awakening. Itsuki's
Leader's
inspiration
case.
has taken form as a new performer. Boom. Stage rank up. Tsubasa's soul as an entertainer has achieved a new
The same
awakening.
thing. But, you know, like, the performer's actually different.
She has gained the ability to comforts of a home. We don't care about
You just gain the ability to comforts of home. You realize how god-awful grammar that is?
my grandma isn't part of this.
The grammar, but sure.
Let's see.
So you gotta change the other, like on your left, I think.
The middle one? I don't know. All I remember is that I hated this place because
敵が現れたぞ
the
Confusing.
cutscene sucked. It's like you just kept having to go through this cutscene over and over and over again.
いつき
there's another. Come back here later. Well, can you break that wall now? Forget it.
Wall like this is blocking your dungeon. I don't have nearly enough saliva in my mouth to do the deeper, resonating voice right now.
戦いは回避できた。気をつけろ。敵の気
You
配
just
は
smack
消
the
えない。
middle and it'll break.
Broken.
The ceiling's been broken.
気をつけろ
There's also something about 3 and 4 that never came up in 5.
やった
That's not what I'm talking about again. But it's the Arcana being inverted.
私頑張るね
I don't think the Arcana can ever get inverted in 5.
I do not know of any instances where that happens.
失敗しないといいな
Well, it's basically you say the wrong thing or you do the wrong thing when hanging out with somebody.
Oh yeah, they completely removed that from 5.
シーダに教わって
Because people didn't like it, so they got rid of it.
クロム俺に
Basically, you
力を
can't
貸してくれ
progress their storyline forward without spending time at the shrine or whatever.
It's why it was dangerous to, holy shit, he just died.
やれやれ
They were just like, fuck you, and then he died.
やっぱり怖いかも倒してし
Why was dangerous too?
失敗しないといいな
Oh, that would explain it. They're level 7.
いつでもいいぞ
失敗しないといいない
つでもいいぞ
Nothing's 8. You just run or heal them. I don't know. Up to you.
逃げよ
This shit, I'm out.
敵だ不意打ちに気をつけろ
He's still dead by the by.
Yep, I have to
So
revive
you
him.
should know that.
Adams. Fresh spicy curry. Purchased today. I remember seeing a, I think it was an anthology comic for Persona 5, where he just pulls out some curry. He was like, oh yeah, he was like, here's some curry. He started eating it. When did you make this? You know, like 3 months ago. Blah.
How long have you been holding out to this curry, man? And coffee too. The coffee's also probably like 3 months old.
How long have you been having this curry? Well, it's been in my inventory since the last playthrough. Wait, what does that even mean? Good question.
What are you talking about last playthrough? Who are you?
And that is effectively your persona thing.
You can save under system if you want to save.
That would probably be a good idea, because we almost died.
Yeah. And not
Yeah,
having
just
to
like,
do the
suddenly
entirety of
large
chapter
quantities of
1 again.
damage. And I was like, ah,
This is why you save frequently.
never.
You need to wean yourself off of the baby autosave.
I need to wean myself off of the Pokemon.
隙だらけだぜ
Say as long as your game doesn't turn off, you're
お前
fine.
の技を見せてくれ。
ああ期待してな
That only started in fucking... It kinda just started in Gen 4.
What, the Pokemon thing?
Yeah.
No, it's you're basically fine. As long as your game doesn't shut off, you don't lose any progress. You may lose some money. In Gen 1, you just blacked out and we're at the next, or we're at the previous. I guess you lose distance that you travel.
Oh, I understand what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about like the whole saving game. As in, you don't need to save your game in Pokemon. until like you know you're ready to stop playing.
やってみねえとわからねえな。すべて焼き尽くす。弱点発見。ミラージュ
Rather than a game like this where you kind of want to save after, you know,
As
like
regularly
20,
as possible.
バッチリ合わせるからね。
You don't have to do it every single moment, but save it whenever you get a
バッ
good
チリ合
chance.
わせるからね。
難しいかも。
準備 OK だ。準備 OK だ。準備 OK。
難しい。
えいその技でその技でバッチリ準備。
バチカで。
それそのそれよ。
切る。これだな。
セッション行きます。決まった。
You're right there.
I'm having fun. God damn, they just do so much damage with Flux.
Yeah, it's almost as if it's a strong magic and he's weak to it or something.
すべて焼き尽くす。
Oh, come on!
He's also weak to That was a 98, damn it. How do you miss that?
失敗しないといいな。
Yeah, I've had similar instances recently
いけるいける。
with Fire Emblem, or not Fire, Final Fantasy XIV. I was crafting. It's like, I've got a 99 success rate on here. How did I fail 4 times in a row?
一緒に行こう。クロム。
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Bad luck. It really is.
難しいかも。
それよ。
難しいか
準備
も。
OK だよ。
そい。よし。
みんなついてきて。
Sword, slice,
いいわね。
lance,
やるじゃん
stab.。
Fire attack!
どんどん行くからね。
Eventually, Itsuki will be able to session off of that.
シーダに教わった通りに。
I want to play this game again, but I can't because my gamepad is
準
busted.
備 OK だよ。
That is unfortunate.
針の刃よ。これだな。
セッション行きます。
And trying to get a new one at this point is next to impossible.
Yeah. The gamepad works fine, it's just that I won't be able to, like, read all the conversations and respond properly.
Mm-hmm.
Because the screen still works on the gamepad, it's just, like, the actual screen itself is broken. Oh,
俺の技。
No skill.
今の五木なら使いこなせる。
eat. Gaia.
俺のとっておきだ。
I think, like, they pronounced them all officially at some point.
Sword
いいか。
'Cause what is it? It's Agi, Bufu, Zio, Garu, and Iya, Mudo, Hama.
はっ。てあ。今のうちだ。
strike.
俺たちなら勝てる。いつでもいいぞ。もらった。まずは俺閉じるなよ。
私だって。決まった。なんだか
Stab.
すごく強そう。
いいね。オッケー。それで弱点を攻めろ。
私のやりさばきこれ
まずは
苦手な。
俺よろしく。ナイスコンビネ
You
ーシ
also
ョン。
kind of want to make the new weapons whenever you can,
Mm-hmm.
because you get more skills that
バ
way.
ッチリ合わせるからね。
切る。
Mostly since Tsubasa isn't stuck with the same 3 skills she has, and
追
you
撃
get more.
追撃。よし。
その
The
技で
poison isn't really worth it unless it's the boss or
Mm-hmm.
you expect him to live longer.
I
I was figuring like he takes the next move but then he dies.
絶対決
But
めるね。
he'll die shortly after.
結構手強いかも。
セッションいける。
Don't have any ice
Okay.
attacks currently.
貫くよ。
Oh, and your ice mage is after the dungeon.
まだまだ勝負。まだ
Like
倒れないのか。
overkill. It's like, yeah, they won't do anything like drain damage.
Well, the basic idea is that after overkill, I think you switch targets,
その技でいきましょう
or you get a skill that lets you switch targets after the overkill.
いいわね
輝いてるぜ
But basically, it's like you can kill one guy and then just session forever on the next guy because all of your skills will connect properly,
そうよ俺の槍は
regardless of weakness resistances.
翼無理してないまだまだ
Fight.
大丈夫だよ
勝てる
Nice.
かでや
Jump
俺はお
slice.
前を信じているぞ。
頑張るよ
その技でいきましょう
この間合いならやった
私から行くねいいわね
More jumping
俺
and
たちは
cutting.
負けない
He is now leveled up.
Yep. All right.
Are you an R pirate or a yo-ho-ho pirate? I'm not paying $600 for Photoshop pirate.
Yes, the classic.
Okay, time to go and make new weapons.
But I brought up Persona Q because Q2 is coming out in June, and I'm excited for that.
Lost.
戦いは回避できたか。
You gotta
Alright,
turn
because I gotta move the
this
thing. I hate this
the
thing.
giant dress. And all of Q2's dungeons are supposed to be based off of different kinds of movies.
Neat. So will Q2 have P5 in it?
Yes.
Nice.
All the characters from P5, 4, and 3 will meet. And as you can imagine, the interaction is going to be hilarious. This is a warp spot.
Whoa,
like-
stop.
リツキ近いぞ。
Warp star.
I want more of Kirby right back at you. I wish there was more. It's just so good. And so campy. And so dumb. It deserves more.
Yeah. Well, that's also just what animation from fucking almost, what is it, 13 years ago? Some long amount of time ago. If you go up to the diamonds, you just leave the area.
Diamonds. Gotta go. There we go.
Should I go to the office? You could also spend the 150 ching here at the vending machine to get your health back to full.
Get a what?
Just buy something, it'll heal you.
Oh, neat.
At least it's not as annoying as Persona, where they have the achievement where you need to taste one of every vending machine drink.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah, that one wasn't fun.
Do, do, do.
Carnage Fusion. Oh no, it's Unity. Right, that's the word.
パフォーマが聞いてお兄ちゃん、新しいユニティができるようになったよ。レディ
You
ア
can
ン
now
ト
perform a new
ユニテ
Unity.
ィ
Radiant
Radiant.
Unity!
新し
Which
新し
I will say, don't skip the animation, because God, the Radiant Unity is hilarious to watch.
パフォーマ
But you don't have to see it with everybody, just look at it once.
これでいい
Sharpboard is
かな。
nice. It lets you leave the
それ
dungeon.
じゃあユニやったね。
Oh shit. I didn't realize. I thought I was skipping. Can I do anybody else?
It's alright. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it with
これで
at
いい
least
かな。
Mitsuki and maybe Toma. I wasn't paying attention.
それじゃあユニティするよ。
This entire animation is hilarious.
レディアントユニテ
クラムいつけ
And then they turn gay!
Look at this nonsense. Look at this. What is this?
やったおう
Alright, you don't have to show it anymore, but if you want to see what all the other funny animations
ィ。こ
are,
れ
you're
でいい
welcome
か
to.
な。それじゃあユニ
Yeah, I've seen most of them already, but it's always good to
い
share
くよ。
with our non-existent audience.
ユニティ。
That's fine, somebody will eventually watch this.
いくぜ
There are a lot of flashing lights.
Yeah,
It
that's
could
the
give
point.
people seizures. Foaming it, start foaming them out the mouth.
やったぜさすがだ
That's why people with epilepsy shouldn't play video games, for the most part.
次は
Carnage Unity. Give her that new knife stick.
Knife stick.
これでいいかな。
Also, keep in mind,
So
this
they
game is, like, all the weapons affect your resistances and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
シーダ、私に力を貸して。今作ったカルネージ。
Aerial dance. Just dance.
他にご
See, did that unlock something, or is that just a...
つ
She can now do a thing.
また
Oh, right, that's the... She can now do a thing. Hey-haw!
Jack Frost. You will forever be a mascot because of how cute I think you are. I don't know. People think it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I thought
definitely
I-
got like the plushy material that Kirby does,
Mm-hmm.
where you could turn literally everything in Kirby to a fucking plushie.
Mm-hmm. Just so you know, you can order a 40-pound bag of Lucky Charm marshmallows on Amazon.
Yeah, you can. I don't know why you would, but you can. It is just like dried
俺が
marshmallows.
力になる行くぞてあせいてあせい
Just keep swinging the sword.
I gotta beat him while he's down.
クロム俺に力を貸してくれおう
It's not exactly how that works, but alright. Use sword. Or don't.
準備 OK だ
Use
よ
lightning, maybe.
No, I can use lightning on those other things,
私
but
から行くね
hate the clowns.
一気に片付けるぜ
You hate Nickelback that much?
Yes. Look at this photograph.
Look at this graph. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
頑張るしかないよね決めてみせるよ
正義は勝つでや俺の番か
What was Nickelback the
バ
closest
ッチリ
thing
合わせるからねその技でいき
to
ま
a
しょう
country band trying to do rock?
落ちろそうか
セッション行きますやった私たちの
この
勝ちだね
調子でいこう
Oh yeah, I planned that perfectly. That was
Sure,
totally
let's
what I
go
meant
for
to do.
Hey, now you've got wind.
この力受け取って翼いいかしら
Tsubasa casts flatulence. I mean, wind magic.
Just don't set it on fire. Can't you just walk through there because you broke the thing? Or is that like a dead end? I forget. Oh right, the map's on the gamepad because this game's stupid like that.
Wait, there's a map on the gamepad?
ミラージュアタック
Yeah, there's a map
行きます
button.
ぞ了解
準備 OK だよ
No wonder I had problems with this
エロ
game
ム
before.
直伝この日を逃すな
Oh,
戦い
well
にも
that's
慣れ
gonna
て
make
きたな
things easier now, ain't it?
Just a little bit.
行かせ
I'm so used to the...
シーダ私に力を
I
貸し
keep
て
thinking that I'll be able to get extra attacks afterwards, after hitting their weaknesses.
Yeah, you do. That's what the sessions are.
Well, yes, but I was I was more along the lines of Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh, as in you get extra actions? One more?
Mhm. I was like, why am I not getting extra actions after doing this? Oh, right. Wrong game mechanics.
Yeah. I think the special skill is also just healing or something like that.
It's aerial dance is what they call it.
その技でいきま
Don't
し
know
ょ
what
う
it does.
見切った
Haven't looked.
みんなついてきてこれで終わり
みんな大丈夫か
Everyone, are you okay? Is what that translates to.
Sounds alright. But yeah, how's that map doing?
Map.
Is it helpful?
Significantly more than not having one.
Alright. Again, these dresses still are weird.
敵だ不意打ちに気をつけろ
It's a red man. Cut in half.
一気に片付けるぜ
This game still looks good.
行かせ
Yeah?
じゃっくんだ
I think it would look better on the Switch.
任せて
Yeah.
まずは
But there's also like the weird proprietary programming stuff on the Wii U could potentially make porting this a pain
Yeah,
in the
it
ass.
would take a lot more effort because of the whole
その技で
half
いき
of
ま
the
しょう
game is on the gamepad.
Mm-hmm.
それよ
Because like all like the
私
conversation,
から行くね
the messaging,
Yeah, they would have
The
to just,
massive-
they'd have to
the
create
most-
like a phone thing.
翼な
they
らや
have
れ
to
るわ
create like a
ありが
separate
とう
menu or something for
私
that.
頑張るね
Hit a button. What buttons don't we use in this game? Oh, right, the trigger buttons. You don't use those really.
Hey, you don't.
Outside of combat, at least.
オッケー
私のやりさばきいいわね
You use the
俺が
main
行く
combat?
トマ
Doesn't it? Isn't it what triggers like the super awesome session?
勝利だね
I thought that was just LNR, but I might be wrong.
I don't know. It's been so long since I've.
Yeah, I know it's one of like the shoulder buttons, but I don't remember if it's the trigger or the L1R one. Bumpers if you prefer the X bump. You could do the middle one or the right one, because the right one I think leads to a chest or something.
Let's open up all the chests.
Gotta go open up a box. Open up a box. It has my name on it. Oh, right. Okay. But I can't remember if this is the other side of the wall or if we're connecting. Let's come back later.
It sounds like
Yeah, that's one of the spots. Let's come back later.
because they've got some neat performa hidden back there that you need for later, so they can pad out the game time.
敵だ
I actually think that's
Ah,
really
shit.
気をつけろ
You hit him and then you turn left or right.
ひと
Because
ま
he's
ずは
forced
安
to
全
run in whatever direction you hit him from.
Haha.
But that's how you avoid those guys regularly. Because I think they outspeed you if you smack them. So if you do smack them, make sure you're running towards either side rather than away from them.
Makes sense.
Time to go to the red dress after this section.
みんなチャンスだよ
ヒーロー参上ってな
So the first, like, rare enemy shows up, I think, coming up soon. I'm trying to remember. I know it's on the third floor, with the red dress, on, like, a dead-end area.
Mm-hmm.
バッチリ合わせるか
Or
ら
it
ね
might have been that area with the blue dress.
ロム直伝
Though, I remember getting up to it from, like, the middle or something, so it should be the red dress.
これがヒーローだいいぞ突破
Or it might be the next floor or something. I don't quite
バッ
remember.
チリ合わせるからね
クロムみたいにここか
みんなついてきてこれで終わり
みんな大丈夫か
But you need a couple of the rare performa to get some of the weapons.
Yeah, some of those rare performers can be a pain in the ass to get.
Well, you'll get all of, like, the weapons except for, I think, like, 2 or 3
敵だ
for each character without the rare. Without the enemies. I think it's above you, where you're standing right now.
「敵が現れたひとまずは安敵だ不意打ちに気をつけろ
Cutscene.
You beat him by running into a cutscene.
It's like, haha! I have the greatest defense.
Oh, hey, it's this guy.
助けよ
Sorry, count me out.
Sorry, he is too pretentious and hipstery for me to save.
う負けられない
He looks too much like a girl. I'm afraid of women.
その技でいきま
I'm
しょう
afraid of the number 7.
そ準備バッチリ合わせるからねバッチリ合わせるからね
The cruel irrational
ついて
fear.
きて
Why was 9 afraid of 7?
勝って帰ろう
It
ぜ
wasn't because numbers don't have. Numbers are abstract concepts and don't have feeling of fear.
True. What I was gonna say was 6, 7, 8.
その技でいきますそれよ準備 OK だよそれよ
カインと訓練したんだぜ弱点発見ついてきて翼
任せていいわね
Yep. You got money.
106 yen.
絶
So
対
about
負けられないよ
$1.06, roughly.
Has
Okay.
yen gotten to the point where it's equal to a penny?
逃がさないんだから
俺から行くよろしく
It's
任せろ
close. I
いい
believe
ぜいいぜ
it's...
クロム俺に
I
力
mean,
を貸してくれ
generally it's been around, it's been roughly close to being $1.
Yeah, 'cause, like, I know, like, the last time I looked was like 7 years ago or so. It was like
大砲
80 yen is $1 or something like that.
Uh, 1 yen is currently equivalent to
まだ倒れねえの
about 9/10 of a cent.
Okay. Of a cent or of...
Of a cent.
Wow. Oh no, I was thinking 80 yen being 10 cents, not 80 yen being $1.
So one US dollar is 111.91 Japanese yen. So basically 112 yen.
セッション
準備
いける
OK だよ
Alright.
この日を逃すな
See, because it overkills, it'll go to him, right?
それよ
Yeah.
聞いたぜ始めよう言ってくれ
任せて決まったシーダ私に力を貸して任せて
絶対つなげてやるよ
私のやりさばき
始めよう次ナイスコンビネやりクロムまだいけるか無論だ
The biggest weakness this party has is the fact that you can't change out the main character.
これだな
みんなついてきてこれで
みんなのおかげ
Yeah,
だ
but you don't want to change out Joker, do you?
Well, yes, but there's no point in changing out Joker. When he's quite literally he has the ability to do everything. Changing him out is pointless. Whereas changing out Itsuki over here. Is not nearly as big of an issue.
受け取って翼
New skill.
いいか
Fire
しら
lunch. Fire lunch. Delicious fire lunch.
You can say it's lunch on fire.
This lunch is on fire.
なん
Like
と
bad
か
creme brulee.
倒せた
Hey, thanks, kids.
俺
King of Pop
Come on,
Michael
Shia.
Jackson here.
畑中康房さん今回のライブの
He might as well be with the way he dresses.
Your
なんて
body's
説明したら
wide. Well, mine is too. Just watch your mouth,
It's weird out.
or I'll sit on you. Ham on. Ham on whole wheat. All right.
Weird Al. We
Uh,
love you. I think there's a teleporter in that room he was in.
nope.
No? Just item boxes? Alright then.
You got a
Obtained
consumable item.
Consumable. Chakra drop. You got
Chakras.
mail. Traport stone is the item version of get the hell out of here. So I think it's the right one that leads to where we want to go.
Gotta go kill that
What?
thing. Oh, we cut out of there. Get out again.
俺が力になる
Silly
Oh
internet.
no.
Cutscene.
おい
All that delicious underboob.
待て
Your sister's hot, you know.
そう今
Feel real insensitive.
そしただから私は
そのよ
し
I have no idea what.
I don't think it matters.
No, I was like, I have no idea what she was even asking about because I wasn't paying
もちろん
attention.
だけどだから
There's a log button, isn't there?
Probably. The issue is part of the script is itself is being covered.
いつきくん
Oh,
Or part of my TV is being covered, and I'm far enough away from my monitor that the tiny preview section I
and you
can't
see
actually.
anything. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
俺が力になる
Good.
Uh-oh.
まずい
Is this out? Damn it! I was hoping to be able to get into the other one.
戦闘開始だクロム了解だ
So what are you fighting? With the weird magicians again?
Yes. What are they weak to?
I think fire? I think they hide their weaknesses in the
それよ
the savage fights.
準備
Oh,
OK だ
no.
よ
It's fire, sword, and wind.
Mm-hmm.
セッション了解
But you could take them on if you really want. I don't know if you'll live through it, but
Yeah, we saved recently. No, we haven't.
we saved before we left the dungeon.
What's the worst that'll happen?
Game over.
クロム解き放
Go, Kroom. Use your somehow second sword.
一番やり
Oh,
い
I
けるか
killed him.
私だって
Huh.
決まった
Nice.
Ouch.
Dark.
この戦場駆け抜けるぞお
You can use Tsubasa's turn to heal.
Well, what I just heard from this guy was something was like, "Potato, garimasu." Oops. I was like, "What?"
Fire
Okay.
strike. Cause fuck you.
Like, fuck you.
聞いたぜ
私から行くね
You okay there?
決まった
I was trying to do Shaggy, and then my voice just like
すごく強そう
got stuck. I was like, ah, I'm dying.
Like, fuck you, Goku.
Like,
I
fuck
don't-
you,
Shaggy.
Goku.
助かった
And I say
Yeah.
to you, be
An item.
healed.
ありがとう
Healed. It's a sword, not the
準備 OK
lightning.
だよ
There you
ク
go.
ロム直伝この日を逃す俺に続け
私だって
So I think one of the items you get for this is like magic powder or some shit. And you could trade that in Damascus or whatever the D word is.
Detrius?
Detrius.
Right, Detrius. That word.
But you eventually could trade that in for stat boosting
俺
items
のとっておきだ
if you get enough of it.
受け取れトーマ
You get strength boost, which is plus 1 strength or 2 strength, I forget. Wow, deja vu, why?
Deja vu, think I've been in this place before. Higher on the street. And I know it's my time to go home calling you.
There's that.
That's good. Oh, we've been running now for almost 3 hours. I think that's a good place to stop.
Alright, make sure you save.
Where should we go? Near the exit.
You want to end with Toma getting his next Carnage, or you want to save
Yeah,
now?
let's
and
go.
just
Let's go do that, and then we'll call it a day and come back to this sometime
Sometime
later this
between-
week. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. Actually, probably not Wednesday, because I play D&D on Wednesday. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Friday. But definitely not Thursday, because I close on Thursday. And not Saturday either, because I also close on Saturday.
Oh, fun.
We could have done it. We could do it early though, if you don't have work. We could do lots of things. We will be back eventually, maybe, probably, possibly, in the future.
Almost definitely.
Sometime between now and then.
Did it. You made it out alive.
It was probably also a good idea. There was like, yeah, using the special move right off the bat was.
Yeah, to just kill one of them instantly.
Mm-hmm.
パフォーマ新しいで
Gentle embrace.
That's Radiant Unity.
We need to go see one. We need to see her radiant.
What does it do? It tells you at the bottom.
これでいいか
It basically makes healing better
これでいい
when the person casts healing.
それじゃ
They do better healing.
行くよレディアントユニティシーダ翼やっ
It feels a little off how much taller like the weird shadows are. I feel like they would have been at the same height for the most part.
大成功
Cheetah being just a little bit taller than
Yeah.
I don't even know
I
how
guess
tall.
she's also like I think they show the actual like heights and all that in centimeters if you go to like the artists.
パフォーマが集まった
Oops. Oh, in the art page. Let's see,
the
artist
menu?
page.
And it'll tell you like all their measurements and all that if you really care. Under the bio or wherever the hell you find that.
Profile.
There you go. Yeah, what was that, 5'3"?
So she's pretty freaking short.
Yeah, she's actually really short. Okay, that explains the height difference then.
He's 5'9".
Yeah, a lot of
I like how it's like usually about.
Well, you know, you could be gigantic or tiny. Or high varies.
Wait, immeasurable.
Yep. His measurements are also immeasurable. They also show the metric next to it. Damn, that guy's 6 foot.
For a Japanese man, he is tall.
Yeah. Also got blood. Wow.
Oh, the whole bit about that is how the weird Japanese and their
Yeah,
personality things.
that's just Japan stuff.
Dislikes
it?
conflict.
They also tell you their age and
Mhm.
what year of high school or whatever they are.
Third year at Witchy Academy.
I think that's from like the anime or whatever.
Yeah, that he watches.
Yeah.
Age, do you really need to know? I think those are one of my favorite responses.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Good stuff.
She's probably in her 30s or something. If she's running the company at, like, you know, like an adult or something.
I need an adult.
He's probably in like early 30s, late 20s.
Oh, darn. It was just the Carnage Unity that I needed to do then. I thought I had the...
What if can you get one, or is that just... There's nothing new, right?
Yeah, there's nothing new.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Unfortunate.
次は
How about at least getting that Carnage Unity was nice.
Yep. As well as just checking out everybody's measurements and heights and all that. And you're just staring at the messages just because that little pop-up bothers you.
Yes, it does. Anywho, we wish you all a good night, and we have now documented evidence that I have saved the game.
You make it sound like I'm gonna hold it against you.
No, it's more the... it's like, did I remember to save the game? Save the game.
Oh,
Turn around.
yeah.
Did I remember to save the game? Save the game.
You have a recording of it.
Anywho, fare thee well.
Gonna have me nagging at you in the background telling you to save the game every now and again.
Maybe that's why you're here, telling me to save my games.
Maybe you just play me with me as a backseat gamer.
Save your game. No, you died. You just lost 2 hours. I don't care.
This is your fault, you know?
Anywho.
Goodbye, people.
Fare thee well. And we will be back again in the future. Maybe. Probably. Possibly.
Bye.